Today we are making Nurungji chicken. Basically, we are gonna oven roast chicken on a bed of sticky rice. It's just such a fun dish, and honestly, what's not to love? It's chicken and rice. You wanna use a really good bird. You can use a regular chicken, but I like using a Cornish hen, which is like the smaller bird, because I feel like the flavor is so much better. I feel like one is enough for two people, but sometimes, you know, it's maybe not enough. So let's get into it. The first thing we're gonna do is brine our chicken. I feel like this is such an important step for this, this dish because, you know, chicken, when it's oven roasted, it could be kind of bland, just, you know, it can get very dry. But when you use this brine, the chicken stays super moist. It's so succulent. This is for one Cornish hen, so maybe like a 3-4 pound bird. 1/4 cup of kosher salt, 1/4 cup of sugar, black peppercorn, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, lemon. Hot water, 1 cup, so that everything melts. We're gonna add 2 cups of ice. It cools down the entire mixture, and then it's safe to add your chicken. You're gonna let this sit overnight. And what that's gonna do is really flavor the bird. It's gonna stay super moist, even if you cook it in the oven for more than an hour. Now let's get into the rice. We're gonna use a shallot, garlic, pistachio and almonds. Use whatever nuts you want. Jujubes. If you can't find these, you can use any dried fruit, like dried cranberries would be nice, dried cherries would be nice as well. Next, I'm gonna add some aromatic roots, and this is optional. Usually ginseng would be really nice in this, but I couldn't find any, and I found this beautiful ashwagandha root. It has a lot of medicinal value, which is so nice with the chicken. Next, I have hwangi, and I had some in my freezer. I got this from Korea. Obviously, completely optional. This is just showing how diverse the rice can be. You can literally add whatever you want to it. I have 1 cup of rice. This is sweet glutinous rice. You should let your rice soak for at least 2 hours. Ideally, you want to do it overnight. If you're doing your chicken overnight anyway, might as well just do the rice too. So this is 1 cup of rice. So we're just gonna drain this out. A little bit of flavor. We have sesame oil, generous amount of salt. Okay, then we'll mix this. If you try to put this straight into the oven, it's not gonna cook, so you definitely want to pre-steam it. Okay, so while the rice steams, we will butterfly our chicken. I'm gonna just dry it out a little bit. Now, if you look at your bird, this is your breast, your leg. I'm gonna flip it over. And then what we're gonna do is just take out this backbone. And then just lay it flat and just push. And now you see it's nice and butterflied. And that's how it's gonna lay on top of your pan. Check on the rice. So it'll take about 20 minutes, but you'll know your rice is ready when it's sticky, and obviously you can taste a little bit. So it should be cooked, but still have a nice bite. And that's what you're looking for. Okay, so I love cooking this on a cast iron pan. And obviously I have something that's great for this dish, but you can just use any cast iron pan you have. And melt the butter. Add the rice. Once you start hearing the crisp, you can turn it off. So at this point, we'll grab the chicken and lay it straight on top of the rice. I like to roast this low and slow at 325 for about 40 to 45 minutes. And then what I'll do is bring up the temp to 400 and then get the skin nice and crispy for additional 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, look at this. It's so freaking beautiful. It smells even better. All the aromatics from the roots, from the garlic, and then the chicken juices. You can also see how crispy it is on the outer layer. That's like the Nurungji part. Nurungji means crispy rice. Look how just like pulls apart. The chicken is so well cooked. Let me just show you something. This is all crispy rice in chicken fat and butter. Just slice off a little bit. That brine, it keeps the bird so moist, and it's also just seasoned really nicely. Okay, now for the rice. I love Nurungji. This is perfect. Try this recipe. Very, very easy to make.